Miles and I are playing it every Monday. I know it's a whole different level, but being back out there, so much fun.
Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tailor your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharps securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more, so you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community. Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tailor your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharps securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more, so you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community. Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tailor your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharps securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more, so you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.
And Bonds hits one high. It's a deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone. Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining, and they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. Oh, shoot, we got some audio issues.
We got some major echo coming in.
Where are we? Hold on 1 second. What do we got? What is going on here?
Whatever button you just pressed last.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
We are good. Shit, my bad. Sorry about that. We're good, though. Hopefully everyone out there can hear us. I apologize for that quick little delay, but man, welcome to the show. Welcome to Taproom Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Stacks on Stacks Stats, joined with my guy, Mr. Big Ballin Ben Larson. We are sweating this Shelton match versus Tiafo.
It's not a sweat anymore.
Well, it'd be nice if he finishes it off right here, Ben. 40-40. Oh, yeah. We got Deuce.
Well, I think it's because we've got plus games that we're okay to that we're okay on this one. Even if he comes back and wins, 4-5 straight points, we're still up. He'd have to destroy him on the next set. So
advantage Shelton. Match point.
not too worried here.
Yeah, great match. For those that haven't been following the U.S. Open or that don't really watch tennis, highly suggest it. Watch it. It's been some phenomenal matches last night. Sasha Zverev and Sinner. I mean, Sinner looked like in the second set there was no way he was going to make it through the match. Like, he looked just, I don't know if it was cramps or what was going on with him, but he looked dead. And Shelton wins.
Damn, I love when I bet the
Let's go, y'all!
What's that?
I love when I bet the wrong thing too.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, having him money line plus
Oh,
$2.
no. I just looked at the book and I'm like, how did this lose? I had Rockies Diamondbacks under 9, but no, I bet over 9.
Oh, fuck, Ben, I've been there.
I'm like, how did this lose?
I've been there. I've done that. Definitely have done that multiple times. Especially like when you're trying to get a bet in like real quick before fucking first pitch or before the game starts, dude. I've been there so many times, dude. I can't even. And sometimes I've been there, I put the wrong bet in and it hits. Yeah. And that's even better. So it just means good karma's coming your way, dude.
Let's hope.
Padres cashed though.
Padres cashed, yep. And then I tailed that Rockies Diamondbacks. I was trying to get under 9. Fuck. And yep.
I'm telling you, good karma's coming, dude.
Yeah.
Happened to me 2 weeks ago. I wanted to play an under on a game, ended up playing an over. Fucking game soared under, of course. I go to check. I'm like, fuck, dude, I put the wrong fucking play in. But you know what? After that, I hit 6 straight plays. So it might have been
that puts me even on the day though. That hurts.
It hurts, but you know what's worse? Being negative.
That's true. That's very true.
So you gotta take things in stride, and you know, I always preach responsible gambling to everybody, especially my friends. And a lot of times, you know, it's natural if you have a losing day that you'll chase some plays just to get even for the day or to try and be profitable. But sometimes the best thing to do is just to chill.
Wait till tomorrow.
Yep, relax and just wait and get them back tomorrow, man. But I mean, that's obviously easier said than done. But don't bet more than you're willing to lose, and don't chase. 2 biggest rules from myself. But excited for the show tonight. We have NFL on the horizon, so we're going to be talking some NFL football. Thursday, opening night, Chiefs versus Lions. We're also going to talk some Major League Baseball. We have a MLB game winding down to the end right now. The Orioles are still playing. Richie's texting me, which probably means the fucking Orioles aren't doing too well.
It's 4-3.
4-3, runner on second, 1 out.
Yeah.
And no Yennier Cano available tonight, so he can't close the game.
Yeah.
But man, excited for the end of the baseball season. Been some wild fucking games the last couple of days for sure. Yep. But I'm excited. I'm excited for how the season winds down today. Come to find out, Tito Francona, manager of the Cleveland Guardians.
Tito Francona?
Terry Francona, nicknamed Tito. We call him Tito.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know his nickname was Tito.
Yeah, everyone calls him Tito. But he's retiring at the end of the year. Apparently, he told reporters that, he told Cleveland brass earlier this year that this was going to be his final year and to start preparing without him. He's getting pretty old. He's been in the league for a very long time. And obviously, he had health conditions, a couple of years ago, too. So, sad to see him go, though. One of the best managers in baseball in my lifetime. So, I shared a tweet out earlier with some teary eyes. Sad to see him go. And, how do the Guardians go out and support him today? They blow a game.
Yep. Sounds about right.
After getting blown out 20-5 the night before. But, yeah, man, sucks to see him go. But the Guardians have a pretty bright future, man. They do. They were ravaged by injuries this year, Ben. I mean, just some of the worst. Bieber's been out. Tristan McKenzie, I think he's only pitched like 2 games this year. just absolutely just thrashed with injuries. So it'll be nice to see him healthy next year. And then with all the arms coming up, like Gavin Williams, Tanner Bybee, Logan Allen, they got a very bright future ahead of them, man. So with that all being said, should we talk baseball first or NFL first?
I think we end on a bang, so I think we talk football. We talk baseball first.
Baseball first. All right,
yeah.
so let's hop into some baseball games. So, first game we're going to talk about for tomorrow is going to be the Houston Astros versus the Texas Rangers, and this is a battle of former aces. And if you've been living under a rock, these two guys kind of through the media and reports and whatnot. A lot going on that they don't really like each other. They don't get along. All this shit. Verlander says that like the Mets did things the wrong way. Scherzer says no. Just a lot of shit. So they're playing tomorrow, head to head. Rangers versus Astros. Right now, Max Scherzer and the Rangers are $1.12 favorites. Verlander plus $1.02. This is a big game for the Rangers, Ben, because they are absolutely fucking tail spinning out of the fucking playoff race.
Yeah.
And also, they just struggle against the fucking Astros, dude. The Astros beat the shit out of them 2 games in a row. Like, today they won 14-1. I forget what the score was on Monday, but I mean, they just absolutely destroyed them. So, not only is this like a kind of I don't want to say must win for the Rangers, but it kind of is a must win. I mean, they're out of the playoffs as of right now. They are a half a game out of the wild card.
Yeah. Yep. Which is just not even to say tailspin, but an absolute joke for where they were, even just at the All-Star break, to have them be up 9 games at that point.
Yep.
And just like you can't even call it a downfall. It's like literally just falling off a cliff. And for them to be out of the playoff picture right now it's pretty embarrassing. And if they don't even get a wild card situation, this could go down as like one of the biggest like failed seasons in baseball.
It's tough for me to
up and coming team, for as good as they were offensively,
yeah,
to drop below the average.
I mean, I get that. I get where you're coming from, but for me, it's tough to say that like it's a failed season because I didn't expect them to be good anyways. It's like they massively.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't.
We didn't expect them to be as good as they were, but we expected them to be in the playoffs. We expected them to be. Yes.
No, we all did. No, I picked the Astros to win the division, and then I picked the Angels and the Mariners to make the playoffs.
We were talking about how Texas is a year off, that they're going to be good this year, not outstanding. And I don't think they're even a year off at this point.
They surprised the hell out of me.
Now.
Nah, I mean, I still think they're a year off a little bit.
I think they're 2, 3.
This Rangers team this year reminds me so much of the Giants team in 2021, where like they played way above their head and everyone's like, oh man, like this team's gonna be so good, and then the next year they just like all those guys that played really well that had career years kind of just fell flat on their face. I feel like the Rangers are a very similar situation. Like aside from your Seager and Semien,
you're not talking a full season, you're talking half a season here.
Right, but I mean, like, I didn't expect them to be in a playoff race. The fact that they were in first place as long as they were was surprising to me. And the biggest thing for me that surprised me was their pitching more than anything, was because, yeah, we knew they had DeGrom coming into the year, but you and I, we picked DeGrom under strikeouts for a reason in price picks, right? We knew he wasn't gonna sustain a whole year. Uh-huh. So with all that in perspective, I was like, well, I don't think guys like Dane Dunning and Perez.
Oh no.
What happened?
4-4.
4-4?
Yep.
Woo!
2 outs, first and second.
Oh man, they better get out of that and get into extras. But with all that being said, like I didn't expect the Rangers to be good, dude. And pitching a big part of it. And like Dane Dunning has been good for throughout most of the year, and now we're kind of seeing him regress. And John Gray, same thing. Like, these are guys that are just they're Jags, dude, and they've been pitching above expectation. And you got on offense, they were hitting over 300 with runners in scoring position for like most of the season. So I didn't think all that was very sustainable. Obviously, it hasn't been, and it's come crashing down to earth all at once.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts on tomorrow's game? Is it a get right spot for the Rangers here?
I mean, it's tough to. I mean, I'd say yes, it is a get right spot for the Rangers because of how you saw Verlander pitch in this last series against the Yankees. Absolutely atrocious. He had some good games before that against Detroit and Boston, but I worry about where he's at right now. If he's coming off of a 6-inning, 8-hit, 6-run ball game, can he come back and pitch well against a good team?
Yeah.
And that's a little difficult for me. So I'm looking at the way the Scherzer has pitched in the last couple of games. He's pitched fairly well. He's given up 2 earned, 3 earned. His game against Milwaukee was not good, but he did pitch well against the 2 games against Minnesota. So, I lean Scherzer on the hill, but both of these guys are old. It's at the end of the season. How much do they have left?
Well, Verlander was coming off 2 good starts and then got shelled.
Verlander,
because he was good against Detroit and Boston, and then he got shelled against the Yankees.
Yeah, wasn't good against Miami. Wasn't good against the Angels. Well, wasn't great against the Angels. So it coming off a loss, you'd expect him to, do really well. He got a ton of run support against Detroit, but I don't see that happening, against a Rangers team.
I just think, like, in this spot, and I may or may not have a play on this, but there's zero. I would not bet the Astros in this game. And the only reason why is because they've beat the dog shit out of Texas 2 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So if Texas has any heart, and if they are as good as, we kind of think they are, I guess.
Yeah.
They should bounce back and at least win one of these games and at least, have some fucking pride.
But they've got mollywopped the first 2 games, 13-6 and 14-1.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they got to have some pride and bounce back and win one of these games, dude. They got to avoid a fucking sweep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the spot for it, I would definitely lean the Rangers.
Yeah.
But for some reason, bro, the Astros just love to beat the shit out of the Rangers.
Yeah.
They do. And
Okay, so let's look at the run line then. Sorry, not run line. The over-under. Sitting at 8.5.
I mean, I would probably lean the under since both the other games soared over, but I think this is going to be tighter played.
8.5, you go a 5-4 game. That's it. 6 wins, 6 miles out.
Yeah, I just think at some point though, like, I mean, Texas hasn't been good offensively for like the last half of the month.
Yeah.
They are at home the last half of the month, 95 WRC plus, but a 195 ISO, which is pretty good. That's because they hit a lot of home runs. But they have a 28% K rate, dude.
Yeah.
Not good. I like the
under over here.
I kind of like the under, Ben.
Just trends are pointing to the over. It's over in 5 of Texas's last 6. Over in 5 of their last 6 against Houston. over 8 of their last 9 against the American League, 4 of 5 in the American League West. You move over to Houston. Houston's gone over 13 in their last 17, 7 of the last 10 against the American League, and 4 of their last 5 against American League West. If you look at Verlander's last 5 starts, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 5 have gone over. If you look at Scherzer's last 5 starts, only 1 has gone over. But Oakland, LA, Milwaukee, and Minnesota, teams that don't have offenses.
But that's because they put up all the runs.
Milwaukee put up 6.
Oh yeah, Milwaukee in that one, but the Oakland one, they put up all the runs. I think they scored like 8 runs that game. I don't know. I kind of lean the under, dude. But I'm leaning towards Texas here.
Yeah.
I think this is the spot to take them to avoid the sweep and kind of, like I said, it's basically a must-win fucking game at this point, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're a half game out of the wild card now. They just got blown out twice by Houston. This is a do we have some fucking pride type game, dude. And if they have any fucking sort of pride, they win this fucking game.
But do they have pride? They should.
I'm gonna go Texas money line here. I'm gonna go Texas money line. Saying a get right game. Verlander hasn't looked great.
Yep.
He hasn't faced Texas this year, but he just got coming off a fucking drubbing from the Yankees.
Yeah, destroyed.
So I'm gonna go. I like Texas. I'm starting to talk myself into Texas.
Let's see. Texas at home. Let's see. 43-27 at home. Houston away, 43-27. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean Texas for the most of the year they've been the best home team.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Texas money line to avoid the sweep. Rangers, or do they play Thursday?
No. Last game.
So to avoid the sweep, we're gonna go Texas money line.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the next game. So as we're doing these games, a lot of teams have not announced starters, so we don't have a ton to choose from in that aspect. So this next game we're going to talk about is Philly versus San Diego. Tomorrow we got this game right now currently. What do we have it at, Ben? We got
it is sitting at
minus $1.15.
$1.10.
Seen some $10s, $1.15, and it totals at 8. Michael Wacha versus Zach Wheeler. What's your thoughts here on this game?
Waka bitches.
Wacha's been pretty good this year.
He has been pretty good this year. I've been very surprised. 11-2 record with 2.85 ERA. Looking at his games at home too. He just had a bad start against Milwaukee. That was at Milwaukee. At home he's been strong and he's been going 6 consistent innings, which is something that you can look at for first 5 under. He really only got shelled at the beginning of the year, and then the game at Milwaukee where they lost 6-10. So you can imagine that they're going to come back and play well again like they did tonight for Wacha. You look at Wheeler, he's been, I mean, I know you say this is a quality start, 6 innings, 3 runs.
That's a quality start.
Yeah. He's had some games where he lets up 3 to 4 runs. So initially I lean that first 5 to San Diego. And then I think we got to look at the bullpens, see where they're at, what happened today. Who they have available.
Padres didn't have to use a lot of high leverage guys today because
They were up 8-0.
they were up 8-0. And the night before, the Phillies were up huge. And the Padres came back, kind of made it interesting. So in that aspect, like the Padres had to burn high leverage guys when they shouldn't have needed to. And
Alvarado pitched 24, Kimbrel 26, Hoffman 7, Soto 18, Bilotti 16.
Yep.
Walker pitched 103 in 5 innings.
Yeah, but I mean, like a lot of those guys will be available tomorrow. Most of them were unavailable today, which is part of the reason why I kind of like the Padres today. But pretty much all those guys are going to be available tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which will make
Covey pitched 28 pitches today,
but he didn't pitch any for like the previous 2 days.
Yeah. San Diego, Cosgrove 3, Kerr 28. So Kerr is probably going to be the only one that's unavailable tomorrow.
Yeah. Also, Waldron unavailable. He pitched 87 on Monday, which really saved their bullpen, to be honest. And then, Matt Waldron for the Padres. And then, obviously, the Padres are going to have Hader.
Oh, wow.
Barlow, Martinez available. So the Padres are going to have their 3 top relievers available for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which is something to take into consideration. The only thing that, like, I'm hesitant in backing the Padres, and I know this is, like, my own personal thing, but, dude, every time the Padres score a ton of runs, dude, they always
come
fucking
back the next day, yeah.
Put up a donut, dude. Or they, struggle to score 3. That's my only concern.
Wow. San Diego batting .232 against righties on the season.
Yep. They're much better against lefties. But, I mean, they shelled what's his face today?
Yeah.
Renzen. They had a good game against him. Philadelphia also on the road in the last 30 days. 115 WRC plus, 251 ISO. Really good. 22% K rate. They hit righties pretty well. Michael Wacha.
Man, their bats were on fire in August.
Yeah, they had a really good month of August. Michael Wacha, though, I mean, he's been really holding opponents. He has a 2.29 ERA at home. Lefties only a 278 WOBA against, 288 WOBA against for righties. Second half of the season, he has 21 innings, 2.91 ERA. Really the third time through the order is when he gets really tripped up. First time through the order, 1.62 ERA. Second time, 2.14. Third time, 6.866.
Okay, I'm looking at San Diego here. When was the last time they've won 2 against? Oh, so they won 3 straight against.
They win 3 straight. They
Giants.
just can't win 4 straight. They're the only team in Major League Baseball to not win 4 straight games.
Yeah, they won 3 straight against the Giants. They won back-to-back against the Orioles. And that's it for a while. They cannot put 2 games together.
They definitely can't put 4. They haven't done that all year. 2's they're a little bit better at 2 than they are anything else, but yeah.
Well,
So
I mean, even
that's what I'm saying, dude. It's hard to back them because you just you don't know what's gonna happen, dude, because they just can't score.
Yeah, 2 against Baltimore, August 15th and 16th. Then 2 against Texas, July 28th and 29th. Detroit, 21st, 22nd, 18th and 19th. So, okay, so they've been doing a little bit better in the second half of the season.
Yeah. Versus right-handed pitching on the year, 101 WRC plus, 164 ISO, 314 WOBA. Only a 21% K rate, so they don't strike out a lot either.
Let's see. Wheeler, last time he pitched against San Diego, 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 7 Ks. Waka. You pitched against Philly. Waka has not pitched against Philly. This will be the first time seeing him this year.
Yeah, they've only played each other like 3 other times, I think. Something like that.
Let's see, regular season series. So tomorrow's game 7. Padres are 2-5.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is in Philadelphia they had the lead in like every single game going into the 6th inning and fucking lost.
Sorry, 4-2.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought they were pretty good against them. And the one they did lose in Philly, they had a lead and then lost it at the end.
No, Padres won 8-3, and then was this the 6-4?
Yeah,
Phillies won 6-4. Phillies won 9-4, and then 7-6.
Wheeler's been really good the second half of the year, 2.87 ERA.
What's
Actually,
Walkup in the second half?
I like the under in this game, dude.
It's at 8.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Wheeler, 2.87 ERA on the road this year. Against right-handed batters only hitting 204 against him. Lefties hitting 255. On the road, 3.47 ERA. 305 WOBA against lefties. But the thing against lefties is like the lefties the Padres are throwing out there is obviously Juan Soto, great lefty, right? But then you got Grisham, Cronenworth. There's not a ton of scary lefties in that lineup aside from Soto, who hasn't been good for like the last month. Kind of like this under, and no Trey Turner tomorrow either. He's on the bereavement list.
Okay. Paternity list. That's what it is. I thought they call it bereavement for men or whatever. That's bereavement is mourning the death.
Oh shit, my bad. I knew it was some kind of list, right?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll follow your under. I also lean San Diego.
Yeah, I lean the Padres too. It's tough for me to get there, but I really like that under. I think that actually might be my best bet from baseball of these two games.
Did this really open at San Diego minus 165 and it's down to plus 105?
Nah, I'm seeing.
Oh no. Sorry, I don't know why Moneyline Consensus is showing me like that.
I don't know what books it's taking in, but I'm seeing Philly open minus 110 up to minus 115, and then
I don't know what this is showing me right now, but I see that minus 110 plus 100.
Yeah, I like that. I like that under there. All right, let's move on to some NFL.
Let's go, y'all!
So we got Kansas City, Detroit kicking off on Thursday. Come to find out today, Travis Kelce hyperextended his knee, doubtful for Thursday. Also, Chris Jones unlikely to play as they have a contract dispute, which is their best defensive lineman, which changes a lot. What's your thoughts about this game early on? So this one, it opened 7. And now we got numbers all over the place. I'm seeing 5s. I'm seeing 4s. Circa has a minus 4. So if you like the Chiefs, go bet it there, minus 4. Everywhere, some books have 5.5, 4.5. I'm seeing. What do you think about this one, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, I still lean Kansas City here. Just because Detroit, they're an up-and-coming team, but I just don't think that they have the depth that they need to really open with Kansas City here. Kansas City still has offensive, firepower without Kelsey in the lineup. So I don't necessarily think that Kelsey being out, yes, it's a big hit, but they still have Noah Gray. They have Blake Bell, who's just been playing over in the preseason. So, I don't think it hurts them that much. You've got Sky Moore, you've got Valdez Scantling, maybe Kadarius Toney. You've got McKinnon and Pacheco, and you have Patrick Mahomes. Like, I still think offensively they're fine without Kelsey. Are they going to blow them out of the water like they probably would have? No. But, they still have those threats that can, that can win them the game. I think Jameson Williams being out for Detroit hurts.
I think the other thing, too, that no one's really talking about, and, Detroit was, the trendy pick to win the NFC North because of how they kind of finished the year last year. But at the same time, dude, their defense was atrocious last year.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop anybody. And really their biggest acquisitions was Jack Campbell, the middle linebacker from Iowa that they drafted in the first round. And so, I'm unsure if this defense is that much improved. And while losing Kelsey does hurt the Chiefs in some aspect, you still have Andy Reid on the sideline. Andy Reid is one of the best coaches off a bye. And obviously he's been preparing for this game for weeks, right? You still have fucking Pat Mahomes. My biggest concern is Chris Jones, because Chris Jones, the Chiefs defense without Chris Jones has been awful since he's been in the league, and every game they don't have him, they've really struggled. So that would be my biggest concern. But I don't think Detroit's offense is necessarily going to be as good as they were last year.
Yeah.
So, I don't really have a play on this, but if I was looking at something, I'm probably looking towards the over, if anything. But I don't like playing overs in primetime games because, especially week 1 of the season.
53, that's a lot.
That's a lot. And week 1 of the season, you don't really know how things are going. I'm hoping this line gets bet down to 3, and then I'll take the Chiefs. But I don't know. As of right now, this might just be an in play for me, where I'll look at no score in the first quarter, and then I'll bet the live over, or the Lions score first, come back and fire the Chiefs the other way.
Yeah.
I don't have a ton of conviction on this game because of what I already think my rating on the Lions defense coming into the season. I don't know if they're improved or not, and I need to see it. And what I saw in the preseason was a lot of missed tackling and shit, so wasn't too stoked on them there. So we'll see how this game comes on. So, I lean Chiefs right now. I'm hoping it comes down a little bit more. Hoping it gets to 3. If it gets to 3, I'll fire Chiefs. If not, like I said, I'll play it in game. And vice versa. If it goes up more, I'll probably look at playing the Lions.
Yeah, if you drop down to 3, it goes to minus 160 if you do an alt bet.
Yeah, too much vig for me to lay there.
Yeah, I think even if it drops down to 4, I think then you could
4
probably.
At Circa.
What's that?
There's a 4 at Circa.
Yeah, then I think you could probably take the alt bet down to 3, and I don't think you'll have too much.
Nah, buying points minus EV play, Ben. Buying points, you do it in the long run, you're gonna lose money. Well, what we need to do is just hope.
I think you can buy a point.
Hope that it gets down to 3. If it gets down to 3, we fire. If not, it's not our number.
Yeah, I think 53 is too high for that over under.
53 is a lot, but no Chris Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something today
who's going to score for? Goff can't throw the ball over 25 yards.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
Nice running back. And you know the Chiefs are probably going to score, especially if that Lions defense hasn't improved.
Yeah.
So I lean Chiefs, and I lean the over. But like I said, no official play for me right now. I just don't like where these lines are. The second Kelsey got ruled out, everybody and their mom kind of jumped on the Lions and kind of moved the line from 6 down to 5 and 4. So I would have liked to get that 7. That would have been nice.
Yeah, +7 there.
That's what it opened at.
Yeah.
So if you got that news before it broke.
If you're going Detroit, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I still think Kansas City wins it by more than 5.
Yeah, but like Kansas City's like, dude, they like never cover.
Yeah, but their numbers have always been like 13-14.
Nah, dude, this team.
You're talking 5 against Detroit.
This team hates covering, dude. But I mean, I'm with you. I do lean the Chiefs, dude. I think they're the better team, even without Kelsey and Chris Jones. The 15's still out there. You know what I mean? Like
exactly. Yep.
There ain't another quarterback walking through that door, and as long as 15's there, I'm pretty confident in that. Yeah, man.
Any games that you've kind of looked at for this weekend that are an automatic bet for you?
So, as far as NFL is concerned, I do kind of like the Texans +10.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't fired it, but I think 10 is just too many points in the NFL. I really like the Browns when it was +3. At +2.5, I don't really have a ton of conviction, but the Niners haven't been, or I'm sorry, the Steelers been 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
The Niners haven't been great on the road, and then obviously no Nick Bosa, a lot of shit like that going on, and then
possibly he's hearing he's possibly back for it.
Okay, and then Brock Purdy's we don't really know where his arm's at completely, and
yep.
I think the Steelers are a little undervalued. So week 1, I always look to play road dogs, or home dogs. Like that's usually what I look for first week. So I know the Texans are on the road, but I just think 10 is a lot of fucking points, dude. In the NFL. So I lean that, and then I like a very disgusting play, which a lot of people are gonna look at me and say, dude, you're fucking crazy. Patriots +4 at home against the Eagles.
I would love that. I don't necessarily know if I'd bet that right now, but
I think the Patriots have just been shit on all fucking offseason.
Yep. And
those are the kind of teams that tend to cover week 1. Like week 1's crazy, dude. Shit. Yeah. You never know what the fuck's gonna happen. Like we've seen bad teams win week 1 and then lose 8 straight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's just that's what concerns me with the Commanders and Cardinals game too. It's like everyone and their mom's on the commies, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's been talking shit about the Cardinals all fucking offseason, dude.
Season, yeah.
How bad they are, and it's like, I'm playing Survivor this year, which is you just have to pick a winner, one winner a week, and then you can't pick that team again.
Yeah.
And I was kind of discussing my strategy with AK the other day, and he's like, just pick the commies, and I was like, bro, everybody's gonna pick the commies in Survivor, and even if they win, like, sure, but the strategy of Survivor to win, like, you kind of want to play games that other people aren't gonna play, so at the end of the year,
you have those good teams that
and you have a little bit different things. Any games that you've liked so far?
I really like the Monday night game. I like Buffalo -2.5. I think the Jets are getting, again, just way too much hype.
Overvalued for sure.
Yeah. So I think, having it being under a field goal, I really like Buffalo in that situation. Same thing with Dallas and New York. I don't think these Giants are going to win many games this year. They didn't look great in the preseason. Dallas still has Dak. They still have Tony Pollard, who destroyed last year. Defensively, they're a strong team. So I do like Dallas at that -3. And then
I just
There's
hate
one more
taking
game.
division.
What's that?
I just hate playing division road
Division
favorites.
games. Yeah, I think just because it's a week one, you don't have to worry too much against, with the division. Yeah, they're going to come out strong, but you don't really know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Especially at a New York Giants team. And then the other one I like is Jacksonville -5. A lot of points there, but I am really down on the Colts. They're mismanaged. They're putting out a lot of rookies out there. I don't think Jonathan Taylor is going to have any drive.
I don't think he's playing, dude.
He's not even playing?
Yeah, he's on the PUP list.
Okay. So, I think Jacksonville is going to be one of the better teams this year. Really like that addition to Calvin Ridley during the middle of the year last year, even though he was suspended.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence looked great last year compared to his first year, so I only see that going up. So 5 is a lot there, but I do lean that Jacksonville score.
I also like Bucks +5.5.
Bucks against Vikings. Yeah, Vikings. I think. Oh, I'm seeing them hop on one more. They're at 6.
Yeah, I'm liking as a I mostly play underdogs anyways. So like that's why I haven't really fired anything yet, because I'm kind of like waiting to see how the market plays out, because the public hasn't really gotten involved in these games yet. They're going to get involved like Saturday, Sunday after college, and that's probably when I'm going to hop in. First week I've learned, especially with college this year, if you bet games early and got a great number, didn't really help out in the long run. CLV was non-existent, so kind of taking that strategy into NFL too, and kind of just like waiting to see how the market plays out. And if I think a line is overvalued and moves way too much, like I'm gonna come back on the other side. Mm-hmm. Like the Texans, for example, that line opened 2.5, now it's 10. Obviously, those bets were made months in advance. These lines opened 3-4 months prior at some books.
Opened at 2.5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now it's 10. So looking at a lot there, and then for college, if you guys want my college picks, I'll be on tomorrow night with AK. We also have a special guest coming on. My guy AC from Wager Talk.
I was gonna say, not me.
We're gonna have AC on. AC's he's a good guy, dude. He's a very funny individual. He's very sharp, very, very sharp bettor. So I'm excited to have him on as well, and we're gonna talk some college football tomorrow. But I got my eye on a few games tomorrow or this week for college, Ben.
Here we go.
And I got 2 that I really, really, really like. But one of them I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for this number to hit the perfect number, and then I'm gonna fire. And I've been watching this line move for fucking 3 days. Well, I should say I've been watching the line. It hasn't moved, and I'm waiting for it to move.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna fire. But man, let's get our best bets. Then.
Go, y'all!
All right. I'll do one baseball, one football. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna follow you on this one. I'm gonna go San Diego, Philadelphia under 8 for the game there. 2 good pitchers starting there, and I think that really drives things home. And then I'm gonna go Kansas City -5. I still think 5's a strong number, especially coming without Kelsey there. But Kansas City's too strong on offense, so I still think they put up the points to cover that.
Nice. Like it. My best bet, obviously, San Diego, Philly under 8, which I spoke of earlier. Strong lean also to Texas Rangers money line, and then I'll give out that I'll make it an official play right now, and I'll say Texans +10 against Baltimore Ravens this Sunday. Texans +10.
All right, if we're going out there too, I'm gonna go Monday night game, and I'm going Buffalo -2.5.
We're gonna talk about the Monday night game Sunday night.
Okay.
But we'll throw that in there right now. We'll throw that in there. Let's go. Let's get this money. And I'm almost definitely playing the Bucks, just for those out there. I want to see if it gets to a 6, if I can get a 6. If I can get a 6, I will
One more bet.
like it even.
Is it a 6?
Yeah, I do actually see 6s out there. So I'll put Bucks plus 6 out there too. So Texans plus 10, Bucks plus 6, San Diego, Philly under 8. And then Ben's got San Diego, Philly under 8 tomorrow, Kansas City -5 on Thursday, and Buffalo Bills -2.5 against the New York Jets on Monday night. I do think that's a big game for Buffalo too, Monday night, Ben, because like all this talks about the Jets. So I do think that Buffalo kind of wants to put their stamp and say, hey, like AFC East is ours. No one's taking it from us.
I can't kind of see that getting bet down too. So
it could, because the public's going to be on the Jets. Or public's very high on the Jets.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. Hopefully you gained some knowledge. Hopefully you learned something new today that you didn't know prior to the show. I'll be back tomorrow night with AK 7:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Like I said, we have a special guest on. We'll be breaking down some Week 2 college football, which I'm very excited about. Week 2 is always the best because there's a ton of overreaction from Week 1, so you can get some really good value on Week 2. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And then Ben and I will be back on Sunday night, and we'll be doing our weekly recap of NFL, which is always fun. So we'll be going through all the NFL games and kind of looking ahead to Monday night and the week ahead on NFL as well. So definitely going to want to tap into that. That's at 8:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, twitch.tv/taproomsports, youtube.com/@taproomsportspodcast, Twitter @JordanRulesTSP, @taproom_sports. Make sure to go to the Sharps app. You can download it on your mobile device. Use promo code JORD, JORD517. Get locked in, track your bets, become a better bettor. We appreciate y'all. Thank you once again. We'll see y'all later. Have a very blessed Wednesday. Do we have a U.S. Open pick for tomorrow, Ben? You eyeing anything?
I haven't even looked yet, to be honest. We were still watching when
Alcaraz versus Zverev should be a good one. Looking forward to that matchup.
Yep.
But we'll see y'all later. Have a blessed Wednesday. Let's go.